number 11, Zakaya Johnson.
Out of Region 7 from Sacred Heart Academy, it's Zakaya Johnson.
Most valuable player of the 2024 Mickey Turkey Girls Sweet 16 State Basketball Tournament, number 11, Zakaya Johnson. The 2025 Most Valuable Player Award, number 11, Zakaya Johnson.
Our 2025 Miss Kentucky Basketball recipient is Zakaya Johnson from Sacred Heart Academy.
Z works hard every day. I mean, she doesn't take a play off, she doesn't take a practice off, she doesn't take a minute off.
Is Zakaya Johnson the best player that's ever come out of Kentucky?
Yes, I don't know how anybody could dispute what she's accomplished. It's gonna be hard for somebody to have a better high school resume than her with 4 MVPs, 4 state championships.
I went through all 4 years just not losing. I'm the queen of Kentucky now. I think I'm the best player, hands down, come out of Kentucky. God chose me, and you can't fight it.
For Sacred Heart and a guard, a 6-foot senior, number 11, Zakaya Johnson.
Big day for you, Gatorade Award, stats, sum it all up for us. What kind of day you had today?
I just kind of went into today knowing that it was my last first here at Rupp Arena, so I'm going to show everything I got, leave it all out on the floor every game, and that's what I did today.
Coach, you mentioned your girl, you have normal girls, Zakaya Johnson, and normal girl. Just preparing for her and just maybe how she compares to players you've seen across your career.
Well, girl-wise, I've not seen a young lady like that. The great thing about Johnson, she's a 3-level scorer. She can take it to the rim, she can hit the mid-range, she can shoot the 3. She's 6'1", she's got length, athleticism, and she plays really hard. I mean, and that's a lot of times your special players, your elite players, they just turn it on and off. That young lady plays hard all the time. At least what I've seen on film and what I saw out there just a little bit ago.
Sacred Heart and guard, a 6-foot soft senior, number 11, Zakaya Johnson.
Justin and the girls that'll be playing next year. Go through next season and hopefully get back here in case. How excited will you be if you line up against Sacred Heart next year and Zakaya Johnson and on the other side?
Yeah, I'm glad she's graduating. She doesn't have a COVID year, does she?
For Sacred Heart, at guard, a 6-foot senior, number 11, Zakaya Johnson.
Is he any wear and tear from being on grease for so long? What was that defensive matchup like for you?
I think that was definitely something new for me, something we didn't see a lot throughout the year. But I think it's good for me, especially for the next level. But preparing me for this next game too. There's nobody as big as Grace, so I know if I can handle her down there, I'll be fine the next game with anybody.
Number 11, Zakaya Johnson. Sweet 16 state champion, the Fans, you can purchase the official state championship t-shirt. The 2025 Most Valuable Player Award presented by Morgan & Morgan, number 11, Zakaya Johnson.
You seem to have the ball in your hands a little bit more in the second half, creating. Speak to your mindset in the last half of basketball, second grade uniform.
I mean, it's just adjusting to it. In the first half, I was kind of more away from the ball, kind of hitting a little bit. So I kind of figured I had to show myself a little bit more, make it easier for my teammates to give it to me. It was my last high school game ever, so I was not going to go out in the second half and just have. Oh, I can't cuss. I'm sorry. I was not going to. You know what I mean. I wasn't just gonna go out there and be lazy. So everything I did it with heart, and it got us here.
It's kind of bittersweet that, here we are getting our 5th straight championship, but, you're losing a player like Zakaya, and it started with, these girls are good because Z works hard every day. I mean, she doesn't take a play off, she doesn't take a practice off, she doesn't take a minute off, and they compete every day because of the leadership and the example she shows. And I don't think, I mean, it's going to be hard for somebody to have a better high school resume than her with 4 MVPs, 4 state championships. Her number is 444. So 4 Gatorade Players of the Year. It's just, I don't know how, somebody might be able to tie it, but I don't know how they can get better than that.
I kind of already know the answer because I think I may have asked this on the media press conference, but is Zakaya Johnson the best player that's ever come out of Kentucky?
Absolutely, 100% yes. I don't know how anybody could dispute, what she's accomplished, and her stats, her the wins, the accomplishments, the tournament wins that we've had. I mean, she's never lost here at Rupp. I mean, honestly, I felt good going into the final game because we're like 9-0 in state championship games. We're 9-0 in semifinals. We're 9-0 in quarterfinals. I always tell everybody if I can get past the first round, we're in good shape. So, but no, she is without a doubt the best high school player ever to play in Kentucky, in my opinion. And hopefully tomorrow we get to celebrate Miss Basketball. I don't know, but I just think that what she's done and how she represents herself and she's the whole package. So,
the final question right here.
How would you all characterize this game when compared to the last 4 championships? Because this seemed like the hardest.
I think I would rather win it out this way. Last year and the year before that, I'm pretty sure we were up by like 15 and 10, and it just feels a lot more better when you're fighting for it the whole time, and you know that win is genuine. And just to do it with them, I mean, that was the best thing ever. Like fighting the whole time, and then you have just kind of feels like freedom after. Like it's just a sense of relief, and it felt great, and I would want to do it like that every other time.
Out of Region 7 from Sacred Heart Academy, it's Zakaya Johnson. Our 2025 Miss Kentucky Basketball recipient is Zakaya Johnson from Sacred Heart Academy.
To win this honor and to also have a state title, that's a good little run, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I mean, I've done a lot of winning over the past 4 years, but I'm sorry, I lost my voice. But I couldn't be more happy than to do it with the people that I did it with, my coach, Coach Moyer, and the teammates from freshman year to senior year. Each and every one of them, they've helped me get here to this big thing. So I'm really happy about it.
Voice is only thing you lost. What was that like? Because I think a lot of people are not too surprised by this. So how much were you sitting there just waiting to stand up and get this award? How much was like a little bit down?
There wasn't really any. I mean, I went through all 4 years just not losing. I mean, we had a few games, but it's just God chose me, and you can't fight it. So I was really excited. I was a little anxious just to get it over with, but I'm glad it happened, and it was my name that was called.
And what does it mean to represent and wear the #1 jersey?
I mean,
for Kentucky?
The #1 jersey for Kentucky. I mean, I'm the queen of Kentucky now, and I just love the title of it. But I'm glad I can be the one to represent my state through my sport, the sport that I love so much.
To add your name to a very unique sorority at Sacred Heart of other players who have won this award, what does that mean to you?
Crystal and Carly, right? It's Carly. They're great players. They were players that I wasn't able to watch growing up, but I heard a lot about them. So I know that my name is going to be added onto that list. I'm going to be talked about how they are, just the same at school, maybe even more. But I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait to get in touch with them after this too and figure out what they did after.
There's a lot of talk about you being possibly the greatest girls basketball player out of the state of Kentucky. What's your response to that?
I'll let them pick. They can figure that out. I think I'm the best player, hands down, come out of Kentucky. But if anybody disagrees with that, that's all right. If they want to agree, that's fine too.
Z, I wanted to ask you, with With Kentucky basketball being known around the country, you decided to go out of state. What will you tell them about, the basketball here in the state and to educate them as to what we got going on here?
I mean, it's competitive. You have to work hard and nothing's going to come easy to you. There's a lot of great players around this whole state of Kentucky. Me personally, I wanted to kind of go out and adventure a little more, make myself uncomfortable now so I didn't have to do it later. And that was ultimately one of my biggest reasons why I chose LSU. But if I ever had to tell anybody about Kentucky, I would stick to competitive and fun. And it's just normal. It's what we do here. Sports is what we are.
What was it like to go up against the other candidates in the tournament?
I wasn't really thinking about Miss Basketball in the tournament, but it was fun. I played against most of them all 4 years, some of them 2 and 3, but it was definitely a battle. CC Byers, my last game, it was the tightest game. I would say probably it was the tightest championship game out of all 4 of them. It was the best one, but I wouldn't want to do it against anybody else.
Hey, what do you think your legacy and the legacy of Sacred Heart is with you winning this award?
If I had to put it in one word, I would just say surreal. It's so exciting. It's something that hasn't been seen often. It's 4 state championships and then 4 Gatorades, 4 MVPs, and then you add Miss Basketball on top. It's kind of like the sprinkles to the top of your cake.
You can't win an award like that without the people who were behind you. Can you guys speak to that? The help and the support that you got to reach this point.
Yes, my coaches, my athletic directors, from the little kids to the other teenagers who come to watch us play, the fans and everyone around me who has supported me has pushed me and motivated me to keep working harder. And I would not have strived for anything bigger, more or less than this if it wasn't for them.